Hi everyone, welcome to week 2. I hope your first week went well. Looks like we're starting to figure things out. I had some little issues with the syllabus and some little hiccups along the way, but I think things are going pretty well. It looks like everyone, or at least a lot of you, have already taken the pre-quiz. Remember, you can take that as many times as you want during that week. It will only show you that you've attempted it, and your score does not show you the right answers until the quiz closes, and the quiz closes the Sunday of the week it was assigned, about 11:55 p.m. So after the quiz closes, then you can see the correct answers if you want to go back and review and see if you would have answered differently. Let's see, thought we could go in and check out things coming up this week. So this coming week, week 2, we do not have a PowerPoint presentation to watch, and there are no notes that are included in this week's, our workbook activities included in this week's assignments. This week is focusing on cell genetics, inheritance, genetic and congenital disorders, and neoplasia. It's pretty interesting. I always find DNA and genetics kind of fascinating, and we've come so far in the past few years just in our prenatal testing that we can offer. It just blows my mind that we can tell people what the gender of the baby is at 10 weeks. So amazing just how quickly that has progressed, especially for us in a rural setting, that we can offer that is just fantastic, along with genetic disorders, chromosomal disorders, etc. But of course, besides having a healthy baby, the next thing people want to know is the gender usually. So this week is chapters 4, 5, and 6. And there's some videos for you to watch here. What are chromosomes, DNA repair, what gene expression and function is, early embryogenesis. So that's kind of interesting stuff. The big thing we have this week is a case study presentation that you'll do in the same small group that you had last week. If you click into that, it goes through what you need to do. You can pick down here from your topics. It says you'll work together in your assigned small groups and address one of the following case studies, which are listed right here. And you're going to create a 10 to 15 minute narrated presentation addressing the questions specific to your assigned topic. So that's like a PowerPoint presentation. You can do it that way, you can do a video, it doesn't matter, and just narrate along. And there's some examples of formats that you can use: Screencastify, Flipgrid, iMovie, etc. And if you're having any issues with this, just contact the help desk. They're super helpful and can explain that kind of thing better than I can. So please reach out to them. That's what they're there for. So you're going to do that, and those need to be posted, remember, because this is listed under the heading of, let's see, participate in this week's activities. So that means that needs to be due by Thursday at 11:55 p.m. And then by Sunday, you each need to print off this viewing table. It's really just a chart. And as you watch other students' videos, just take little notes. I can show you what this looks like just so you have an idea of what's coming. Just the student name, the topic. You can just write 3 critical points that you took away from their presentation, and any probing questions, at least 2 of them. And then just submit that to me under the assignment submission tab. So those are the big things to do for this week. Kind of interesting things to look at. It's also good to see how others are doing their presentations, and to hear it from different perspectives, what other people take from it and find important. So that's basically this week's activity. The last thing is just to look ahead at what's coming, and that's the disease pathology paper. And that's really broken down over our course in 3 parts. The first part is due in Module 8, and that's etiology and pathogenesis. Part 2 is clinical manifestations and natural history, and that's due in Module 10. And then Part 3 is prognosis, diagnosis, and treatment options, and that's due in Module 12. So if you look ahead to week 3 or Module 3, if you've not done that already, we'll click down here. Hope nobody's getting seasick with me racing through this stuff. At the bottom of Module 3 is a link here, and you just click on that and you can pick whatever disease that you would like to focus on. A lot of you I see are already signed up, and that's great. You can get a jump start on it if you want, or if there's something that you would like more information about, you can sign up for that. We typically encourage you to pick something you're not terribly familiar with, just so you can learn more about a new topic. That's what you're here for, learning. So pick something you're not super familiar with and dig into that and see what you can find. I always think that's kind of interesting to learn new things. So that's what's coming up this week. I hope things are going well. Again, if you have a general question, please post it in the general discussion forum for others to chime in on. You guys have done a great job helping other people with responses. I try to respond within 24 hours and chime in if needed. If you have questions, reach out to me. Otherwise, dive into this week's stuff. Enjoy the topics. They're kind of interesting, I think. And take care.